Ah, yes. We're live. I messed up my lip there. We're live. All right. I'm excited. Here we go. We're talking about how you can remove bankruptcy from your credit reports, these negative items, the negative, nasty, erroneous bankruptcies. How you can dispute negative items on your credit. How you can get results and what you need to do if some bureau is playing games and TransUnion is deleting and Equifax is deleting, but maybe Experian is playing games. I got some stuff here for you, some examples, some prime examples. We've got examples for you, okay? Peaked and tuned. Good to see you. Greetings. We've got the fam here, the squad. Everybody's here, all right? We're up in the offices. You know, so tighten up, Jerome. John, tighten it, Jerome. Get tight, but keep it stable, Jerome. Okay. We are in the offices. People probably wonder, like, why don't you show stuff? Why don't you show stuff? We're doing credit repair right now. I'm in the office Saturday. All right, just for the subscribe tribe. Y'all know I'm working on a Saturday, working on a Sunday, all that good stuff. But hey, good morning. But because we're working on people's data, sensitive information, we can't show you but you got to keep it tight. That's why I'm always saying keep it tight, Jerome, because everybody's working. We're sending out disputes as we talk, okay? So we're going to do some Q&A here, so make sure you put your Q's so I can give you some A's, right? We've got some things I want to go over, all right? I'm looking skinny, man. I got to get eating. I'm not eating and sleeping. I'm just working. I got to get some food after this, okay? So we're probably going to go as a normal limit, and then I'm going to get some lunch, and I'm going to come back. We're going to beat up these bureaus. So I want to share this with you, and I want to say hello to everyone here as well. So let me make sure that I get to saying hello as people are coming in on a nice Saturday morning or afternoon, depending where you are. All right. Hello, Calvin and Paula and Peaked and Tuned Fit Daddy. Good to see you again. Shannon Williams. Good to see you. Fret Less. Nice. I like that handle. Fret Less. Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is here. Wow. I'm Batman. It's Kimor. Hi. Alicia, hey. George. Good to see everybody. It's nice to see nice, positive subscribe tribe. Hey, Tinsley Banks. Credit repair starts now. All right. Happy Saturday. Good to talk to you. Good to see everybody. Phoebe, part of the 609 team, the team that we're working and getting these, responding to you and getting this stuff out to you. Phoebe's on as well. See you. Adam, good to see you. Let's beat up these bureaus. Good. Team is all here. All right. Now, let me read this to you. Let me get this to you. 1 sec. Excellent. Okay. 100. Everybody's happy. Yeah, good to see you. Also, I know, look, this is 3 minutes. Hey, man, this is my tribe here. This is what we work for. I see these individuals every weekend. I have a relationship with y'all. So I feel like I can ask y'all. Anybody watching a UFC fight this weekend? Okay, I know we're going to get into credit repair. I very rarely talk about things outside of credit repair. Anybody watching UFC fight this weekend, let me know. I'm thinking about watching it. Luke is also online. Luke, we got the team in here. We got all sorts of people. Phoebe, Scott's here. Hannah's here. Let's see who else. James, of course. King James is here. So, all right. Someone's watching the Masters this weekend. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right. T. Jackson, I love watching UFC. Yep, got the snacks ready. Ray's ready for UFC. Okay. Let me get to it. Enough shooking and jabbing and playing around. Let's get to it. So bankruptcy. Sorry, not into MMA. Yeah, no worries. Not everybody. It's all good. I'm watching the Penguins tomorrow. Lucas, Penguins. All right, good. I like it. Garrett, what's the highest line of credit out there? Wasn't there a new one for 10K? Someone, Adam watching UFC. Oh, cool. Excellent. Thank you for the super chat. That's UFC and Tiger. Okay. So someone was talking about 10K. We're talking about DSX. Adam is talking about DSX. Okay. And what it is DSX can get you up to 12K. Okay. DSX design is a trade line. And I'm going to be working with the team. Actually, Cornita was in the office. I should have talked. Well, I've talked to her about it before, but implementing it as a potential, because it just came out recently. Up to 12K in primary. We've talked about that here before. DSX design. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, cool. That's what you're looking for. And the other thing is, I want to tell you something. Navy Fed, you want 25K, 30K, 40K on one credit card. If you can get into Navy Fed Credit Union, I'm sorry, I bit my lip. I'm looking at that. That doesn't look good. If you get into Navy Federal Credit Union, they're very big about giving big trade lines, big credit cards. Okay. They're doing it. 20K, 25K. I've seen 40K. Now, the reason I've seen this, see Dark Knight. Yep, true, Navy Fed. I'm going to do Dark Knight as, yep, true, Navy Fed. Never knew. The Batman over here. Elgeron Young, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay. Those are going to be your big thing. Now, not everybody can get into Navy Fed, right? You're saying, Brandon, I can't get into Navy Fed. Okay. I can't do that because I wasn't in the military. I got no family in the military. Now, I was reading on somebody else that sometimes, and Angie says, yes, that's true too. Kenneth says that's true too. Have two cards, both over 23K, both over 23,000. I mean, you do the math on that. 45K, 46K. How did I mess that up? 46K, 46K. Eddie got 25K of Navy Fed. So got my earlier for 200-point raise. Wow. Mark, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate you for that 200-point raise. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so how do you get into Navy Fed if you can't get in? Now, supposedly, if someone's, can someone be my family and get me in? Yes, that's the thing. Somebody was saying, I'm not saying, somebody else was saying on that super chat that if you had potentially a relative, you tell them that potentially you had a relative who was part of that and they passed away, maybe that happened to you. I don't know. You do what you got to do. If you had a relative that passed away, grandparents, something like that passed away, was part of the military, maybe get you in Navy Fed. Now you can get limits, 25K, 30K. Depends on what your situation is, but it's possible. Easiest way to get a clean copy of Matt's Dave too. Blackbeard Dave, what's the easiest way to get a clean copy of my father's DD-214? The DD-214, not everyone knows. It's basically a record, military record, saying that you actually served. That's the one that shows that you served. That's the thing. A lot of people are like, how do you prove that you served? DD-214, okay? How do you get a clean copy of that? You can ask him for it, okay? If maybe, I don't know if survivors or I'm not even sure how you would get some. I have my own DD-214, so I don't know how someone would get mine. I guess if they were considered, a dependent or something like that, or, if you were married or something like that. But I don't know, you might want to talk to your dad about that. And then maybe they're looking for the DD-214. I don't know, but supposedly you can say you had a family member and you can get in that way, okay? And I want to be able to get to all your questions here, but I also want to talk about this bankruptcy real quick because I know a lot of people logged on and want to know what's going on, okay? So, hi, Brandon. I purchased your Beyond Committed package and have been watching several of your videos as well as joining the Saturday live stream. So this is great. I'm happy to report that after taking your advice, there it is, taking your advice, and ordering my LexisNexis report to see if the bankruptcy was reporting there, and it was, freezing my LexisNexis and then sending the 609 dispute letter to remove the bankruptcy, they are gone. I wish I had your info sooner because it would have saved me money. I used 2 credit repair companies that were unable to remove the bankruptcies from my reports and mailed the 609 dispute letter on March 24th, 2019. So it's April, so not bad at all, right? March 24th, 2019 to LexisNexis and received alerts through my credit monitoring services 2 weeks later notifying me my public record has been gone from the credit bureaus. Thanks, Brandon. Continue helping get people to the other side. Regards, Les. This is fantastic. Regards, the name is Les, okay? Not regardless. So it is possible. People are doing it. And I'm going to get to that. And you could be potentially one to be able to do that. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you here at the Awesome Life Group. All right? Kenneth Bernard says you can actually go to dd214direct.com, order your dd214. So if you need to. Okay. What about them? There it is. There is. Yes, it is possible. Les is on right now. Ravon. I apologize if I say your name wrong. Les Ravon. Okay. So I'm sorry. Super chat's moving quickly. So I want to make sure. So yes, it is possible. You can do this. You can dispute. You can build better credit. You can get these trade lines. It's all good. It's all good. Now, I had a question here that I needed to get back to. Oh, the accounts included with bankruptcy. That's right. So what about these accounts included with bankruptcy, Brandon? What else can we do? So it's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle piece. I was looking at someone's credit report today, and we're looking at how it was classified. All right. They classified a repossession as a charge-off or vice versa or whatever. Sometimes merchandise return. I mean, we're talking to the team. There's all sorts of wild things. So what might happen with these accounts included in bankruptcy is they'll sit there and they will, quote unquote, help them verify that there is a bankruptcy. So what do? Well, LexisNexis doesn't have all that. Okay. LexisNexis only has the bankruptcy. Now, when you come to the bureaus and they have your accounts included with the bankruptcy, and this is what's interesting, you want to clean up the address. You got to clean up this addresses. You want to get that stuff squared away. And you absolutely need to attack those accounts included with the bankruptcy first before going after the bankruptcy on the bureaus. Okay. And I got a super chat here. I ordered my LexisNexis report, but no response from them. It's been 45 days. What do I do? Great question. Okay. Now they're supposed to give you your report here. And let me pull up. I'm going to pull up the link so you guys have the link. Okay. You get your full file disclosure request right here. You're getting the whole deal. That's why that thing is so huge, because it's a full disclosure request. Okay. Now you need to contact them immediately, and you can file a complaint. Better Business Bureau, CFPB, you can talk to them. Say, look, I'm just trying to get my information that they are keeping from me. I'm allowed to. I should be able to get this within the 30-day period. They are under the Fair Credit. Right here, I'm on their website, Personal Reports, your FCRA rights, right on their site. They give you Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Washington, D.C. information, a summary of your rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. They know that you are able to access to your file, right? You may limit pre-screenings. You have consumer rights to obtain a security freeze, all this stuff. I'm reading right from their site. They want to play games. You push right back on them, okay? So reach out to them again, and at the same time, file a complaint, because they're letting you know. Okay, sorry about this. Jennifer Stewart, thank you very much. Have you used these individuals yet? I'd be interested to look into this. I'm not sure. This is the first I'm hearing about that. So I will look into this. This is about business trade line on Equifax and credit safe. Awesome for building business credit. Well, we'll see. I'm cautious about certain things for the tribe. I want to try it out first on our stuff and my team and things with that, but I'll look into it. Thank you very much. First I'm hearing about that. Appreciate it. Okay. PenFed is also lenient. PenFed is also lenient. All right. So you might want to look into PenFed. And I hear what PenFed. PenFed is. It might actually be easier to get into PenFed. What are those requirements? I think someone was telling me recently that it might be. Let me look in this membership. I think it also has a similar. Yeah. Join associate membership, employment, military affiliation, and more. All right. So they're probably a little bit linear. Choose employee of a qualified organization, military, employee of the United States government. I live or work in an eligible location. Okay. None of the above, but I still would like to join. All right. See, there's all sorts of options for you. Okay. If PenFed is lenient too, you might be able to get 25K, 30K. That's an option for you. But you want to clean up your credit first. Okay? 609creditpair.com. We can do the work for you at the Awesome Life Group. All right. Now, what else we got here? We got plenty of questions. There we go. So PenFed can get you in with a small donation to a military association. So you do a small donation. Now all of a sudden you have lenient. Now I'm getting excited because I didn't personally use PenFed or Navy Fed. Now I can join those. Maybe get bigger lines. Now, Brandon, you're saying, why would you want bigger lines of credit? Why do you need all these big lines of credit? The more available credit you have, and I'm telling you, it's wild. But the more credit you have, and the less your utilization you're using, the better you look. It's wild. But they want to see that you're using your credit. So this is something that I can utilize on myself and let you know how it works. Get you into PenFed, get you into Navy Fed. And this is what I've heard too. And a lot of people, do you know about NASA Federal Credit Union? Actually, yes, I went to NASA first. Accidentally, instead of going to last week, I went to NASA instead of going to Navy Fed. So let's see here. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate you too. How to get 800 credit. That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for that super chat. Very generous. Kenneth. All right. Kenneth, you're interested to get your bankruptcy squared away, your credit squared away. I'll tell you what, Luke is going to reach out to you. He's going to give you our website. If you want to reach back out to Luke as well. We're in the offices today. You want to get your consultation going. We're rocking and rolling. We're standing by. Luke and James is standing by. All right, Scott's standing by. I'm standing by. James Reed is on too. There you go. We're standing by. Cookie, thank you very much. You're awesome as well, Cookie. Make sure Equifax is good. PenFed and Navy use Equifax. There we go. Now, it may also depend on what state you're in, okay? So just be cautious. But if that's what it seems like they're usually using that, then you might be able to do that. Blackbeard also says pension papers for DOD, DD-214, and NGB 22. I haven't heard of an NG. November Golf Bravo 22. So we'll see. All right. How are joint bankruptcies, quote unquote, verified? Hey, that's a good question, Mr. Smith. So you're going to want to do this at the same time, just in case they want to play games and say, oh, well, you know, we see that your spouse living at the same location you're at has a bankruptcy too. Maybe you got that same bankruptcy, right? Now, typically everything's separate, but you know these bureaus play games. You know they'll go and look and try and find whatever they can find. So it might behoove you to do it at the same time if possible. If not, you separate or something like that. Don't sweat it. Typically, it's separate, okay? Yeah, that Lexus, Mark's like, yeah, that LexisNexis shows some Big Brother stuff. It's pretty scary. Here we go. How to get 800 credit score. There's your question. This was looking for you, okay? ALG Frozen, LexisNexis SageStream, and ARS got approved for DSX design. Got added to 5 credit cards as authorized user. How will the freeze effect being reported to the credit bureaus on my credit score? You're cool. You're good. People have asked about, hey, how does this freeze affect me when I'm applying for stuff? How does this freeze affect me when I've been approved for stuff? Well, 1, you've been approved, so it hasn't been a problem thus far. And 2, these are the smaller bureaus. These are not the big bad 3 bureaus or even the 4th one, right? Innovis. They're kind of like the minor big leagues, right? It's AAA. Innovis is AAA. But it's not the big 3. So your stuff's going to report. You're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. It's going to be all right. All right. But excellent work. 5 credit cards, authorized user, DSX design, got all these trade lines, stuff frozen up. You're getting to where you need to be. All right. Peaked and tuned. Just got a letter from TU. They're saying, TransUnion, they're saying they need me to send proof of identity. Photocopy driver's license, pay stub, or utility bill, etc., before they can send me dispute results. Is this a stall tactic? Hell yeah, it's a stall tactic. I'm on round 2. Hell yeah. You see this occasionally. I won't say this all the time, but you see this occasionally. And I actually had an email with an individual who was like, look, I'm on a tight time frame. I'm trying to get my credit squared away. And I said, look, if the credit bureaus stall you at any road at any time, it can slow you down. And that's the problem with what they do. You might have sent your driver's license, social, got it notarized, say who you are, say all that good stuff. But because they want to slow things down, then it slows down your timetable for getting your credit repaired. So I got that email, hey, I got this timetable. I'm saying, hey, look, if they slow you down, they stall, that can mess things up. They want to play games. They're trying to make you feel like you can't get to where you need to be. People give up. They're like, oh man, I can't do this. I'll forget about it. I just got an email from an individual from 2 years ago. Was it 2? Yeah, 2 years ago. It was like, hey, you still, I'm interested in getting my credit repair started now. Maybe they weren't ready at that time, or maybe something happened where they're like, you know what, I can't even, man, this ain't going to work, right? So yeah, send round 2 again, send what they're looking for and push on them. And what you can do is you could file a complaint, say I sent them the information they needed the first time. They're stalling. This is a blatant breach of the Fair Credit Reporting Act because they don't want to investigate within 30 days. Okay. Maria, thank you very much for the super chat. I do not see your question up here in the top chat, super chat, but I will look for it here. Also, I apologize. I have to switch from top chat to live chat. For some reason, it defaults me to top chat, which doesn't allow me to see everything. I apologize. This is why sometimes you'd be like, I put my question up, I didn't see it. Also, let me put my email address, okay? Email address here, so you can email me if we get off, because I need to grab some food. I'm looking a little skinny, okay? So I might have to grab some food. All right. There we go. James is on. Yeah, have you called them? Have them remove them addresses? Good on you, James. Appreciate you. See, we got a whole tribe now. Yep. Great. The team is helping as well. Appreciate it. This is great. Oh, there we go. Maria, I see yourself. Okay. Hi, Brandon. Before I sent letters to the 3 bureaus, do I needs to send a freeze letter to LexisNexis, SageStream, and CoreLogic? Now, I'm going to tell you what. This is why it's good to have a team, okay? So Luke's on here now. James on here. Hannah's in here. Scott's working. Cornita and I just chopped it up. We got some strategies for some people. 2, 3, 4, 5 heads. Better than 1, okay? Now, I personally didn't freeze all that stuff, okay? I didn't freeze up all that. I didn't freeze up all that stuff when I first started, okay? Did I get results? Yes, absolutely. I didn't update all my addresses when I first started. I didn't know all this stuff. Did I work? Yes, it did. I didn't do a lot of stuff that I should have done. So do you need to? No. You don't have to. With LexisNexis, that's more public records bankruptcy stuff, right? SageStream, CoreLogic's more hard inquiry stuff, okay? More other little things. So do you have to? No. You want to optimize for your outcome, your situation. In my scenario, I was fortunate. I didn't have to do that. I was okay. It's great. I had a few old addresses. We cleaned those up. And still now, there's some inaccurate reporting from personal addresses and business addresses. Yeah, that happens. So it might behoove you to do it. But do you have to? No. Ultimately, optimally, freeze the smaller ones, update the addresses, get that stuff squared away. And sometimes people ask these questions because, hey, Maria, you might have already sent out letters and didn't freeze things and now you're worried, right? Maybe that happened. I don't know. I'm not sure for sure. But if that's the case, don't sweat it. You're okay. You can still get results. Okay. And we go over a lot of this stuff. not only on the live streams, but in the videos that we do. So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications for when the videos come out. Because sometimes not everybody's like, look, I want to dedicate a weekend to, credit repair. So if you're watching this live stream, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, jump on thesubscribetribe.com. It's actually the email list that will give you the notifications. I sent out a couple of emails giving you the time, the exact time and date when I go live. So some of you got the email. All right. All right. So let me see here. I know we got some stuff. Ray, whoa. I just scrolled down to live chat. This popped up. Brandon, you wouldn't believe that I was able to get my student loans discharged in bankruptcy with your Beyond Committed package. I am studying to have it removed after the 6-month period has passed. That's fantastic. Congratulations. That's excellent. Did you have hardship, Ray? How did that work for you? Let us know. Let the tribe know how you did it. I really appreciate you. Okay. All right. While clearing up my credit. Okay. Can someone help me with how to get trade lines to improve my utilization while cleaning up credit? Okay. So, Miss Campbell, you're looking for trade lines that are going to last a little bit longer. So more like primary trade lines. So not necessarily purchasing authorized user trade lines. So the idea here is stuff like my Jewelers Club card, New Coast Direct, DSX Design. Those are going to last longer. The other trade lines that people don't talk about, but it's a line of trade, is trade line supplies. Or excuse me, not trade line supplies, is self-lender. Okay. Self-lender is going to help you long-term. Okay. Now, self-lender is going to be excellent because when you are able to pay on time and build your credit and all that good stuff, you're going to be able to pay the self-lender stuff down. And you're going to have all this on-time payment history. It's secured. You get that back. And it's great for your mix of credit. Okay. Rent tracker. Yeah, James. Okay. Rent tracker can also be helpful to you. You're paying rent. You can get your rent going, all that good stuff. Okay. So now you're paying your rent on time. You're able to boost your credit with stuff you're already paying. You got your self-lender. You got your DSX Design, which could give you up to 12K in trade line. Your New Coast Direct gets you 5K in trade line, and get your My Jewelers Club card, another 5K in trade line. All right. Now, Carrie Stringfield, hit the thumbs up, tribe. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If this video is helping you out, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, the bell for notifications. All right. I'm gonna grab a little water. Getting a little dry. Let's see. Can you open a business account when a freeze is still on my personal account? Okay. Is this a business bank account with the same company that you have a personal account for? So the personal account, you have a freeze on your personal bank account in that same bank. Is that what's going on? Or are you in check systems? How is that working for you? Because if it's just one bank and it's just a freeze on that one bank, you should be able to go to another bank and have that taken care of. If you're in check systems, you want to get out of check systems, okay? Ricky Reed, by the way, I went from 635 to 710 on all three. Just having a hard time with removing that one-time late payment from Experian. Okay. Maybe a goodwill letter is okay, but you might actually want to dispute directly with the credit bureaus and actually, and I know I don't say this often, but you might want to reach out to that creditor who has this one-time on late. If you're positive all the time and you send them a goodwill, you might want to follow up with a call this one time. Okay, it's one time. Be like, look, you're really holding me back from getting what I'm trying to do. I had to do that with USAA. Okay, I had some stuff with USAA. I had to clean it up. It's a military deal, so they were cool. You know, they helped me out, and I had more than, you know, just one late payment. So it is possible. Okay. What up, Brandon, my brother from another Weavers? Alan Weaver. Hello. LOL. Good to talk to you. Okay. Brandon, what do I do after the cleanup? Okay. Shannon, it depends where you are, but adding good positive history is going to be important. Okay. How do I go about complaining to the CFPB? Okay, Daryl, I'm gonna get you. Okay, since you super chat, let me get you right to the website. I say CFPB, it's Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Okay, so people know. And there's actually a website, and let me give you that website. Okay, Daryl. There we go. Excellent. Kenneth. Nice. Okay, yeah, you actually could reach out to the CEO of the company that has given you the late payment. You could email, you could send a letter. That is another advanced technique. So you could actually dispute with very high ups with the company. Now, why would you do that? You say, Brandon, why would you do that? Okay. Isn't that a pain in the butt? It can be. You have one late payment or you have one little outstanding thing. It can be helpful. Why? Because somebody very high up isn't going to want to spend the time. They're not going to spend the time. They have other stuff to do. They're like, what's going on? What is this? Can we do this? Can we get this done? I don't have time. I don't want this person emailing me, sending me messages and all this stuff, right? So that's a potential for you to go above and beyond. Where do you get the check systems clear up? Okay. We have those letters in the Beyond Committed package, check systems, early warnings, inquiry dispute letters, hard inquiry dispute letters, HIPAA dispute letters. You can get everything. 609creditrepair.com in the Beyond Committed package. We can do the work for you at the Awesome Life Group. We have potential things that, you might need a little check systems. We potentially have that option for you, but it's very specific if that's what you need. Okay. Very specific, but 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at the awesomelifegroup.com. Okay. Hey, Jeffrey, can I get a collection deleted if I paid a settlement amount? So first of all, if you're watching this video now, you haven't done so, you're thinking about it, you may not need to pay a collector right out of the gate. Okay. What we've talked about, we said don't be paying the collectors. Why? Because if you dispute, it comes off, they can't verify, they don't have a contract to verify, it might be very difficult for them to collect. So don't be paying them collectors, Jerome. I'm watching you back there. Put that check down. Don't be write no checks and no collectors, okay? You can dispute. And if you've already settled, you've already paid, now you're coming here, you're watching, you're saying, damn, Brian, I wish I'd done seen you 2 years ago. Yes, you can dispute. You can potentially have that off. It is not in their best interest to spend time and energy and money verifying items that have already been paid. So now they're losing money. So what do they gain? So now you've paid, you're disputing. Now they have to send someone to, okay, yeah, I'll verify this. I'll verify every single month or 2 weeks or whatever it is that they come back. Absolutely. Michael Kemner. Hello, Brandon. Credit is going great. 260 points in less than a year. Went from 395. Now my FICO is 660. That's great. That's excellent. Good work, Michael. Now, Michael has been reaching out, been emailing, going back and forth. Michael says, because of Brandon, I had my bankruptcy removed from Equifax. Carrie's like, what's the difference between freezing and suppressing smaller bureaus? Excellent. Great question. Suppressing might actually have a greater extent on the shareability of things. Okay. So a suppression might not allow anyone to look at anything except for law enforcement, that kind of stuff. Freezing, you might still have stuff for, like, if you're applying for things or employment, law enforcement, that kind of stuff. So it just depends. That's why a lot of times where people are like, hey man, like, What if I am applying and stuff's getting put on and all this stuff? And you're probably okay. So that might be something to look into for your specific scenario. Most of the time, they're very similar and do very similar things. It's kind of like locking, freezing, suppressing. I think there's another thing, alert. All right, so they're very similar. They email you link to track your email. All right. Hey, Ashley, I think you know what? No, I don't know. I thought maybe I emailed this person. But no, someone emailed me today, had a very similar question. Hello, should I send debt validation letter and round 2 at the same time? Yeah, you absolutely could. And I would suggest that you do. Okay, now why? Well, not only are you going to put more pressure on them to be able to ask for verification in this 30-day window. So the collector's got to do their own internal investigation, okay? The collector's doing their own internal investigation. The bureaus are doing their investigation. And to do their investigation, they've got to read it out to the collector. The collector has to do their investigation, and they have to be able to get back to the bureau within a certain amount of time, right? 30 days. Well, 30 days from when they got the dispute. So they might have to get back a little bit sooner. They have to do all that at the same time. They're supposed to cease collection activity. Part of that collection activity, until they do their investigation, is not communicating with the bureaus. That's why sometimes you'll see things get removed in a quick period of time, and then they stay off because they couldn't verify it 100%. So they're doing their internal investigation. They can't get back to them. They have nothing to get back to them within that 30 days. We couldn't verify, comes off, okay? That's one of the methods to the madness, right? That's one of the potentials, all right? Mark says, once you suppress, they can't release. Correct. Do you want to dispute information on Innovis? Yeah, if you have negative items on Innovis, potentially pull your Innovis report and take a look. When I was doing my credit back in the day, I didn't even know there was an Innovis, okay? I didn't worry about it. It was all good. Should you wait on Equifax by mail or review online results? Anthony, typically, I say wait in the mail, get that paper trail. Like my boy James was saying, you want to get that paper trail going with the mail, all right? He's in the office chopping it up here, saying get the paper trail going, okay? When you do an online results, and I did it back in the day, I tried everything, believe me, that's why I'm here to give you this knowledge. When I did online disputes, excuse me, I didn't, well, actually I did try online disputes back in the day, but the mail is the only one that worked, right? Okay, certified letters. When I got my results online from sending something in the mail, you can actually send something in the mail and get results online. When I got my results online, honestly, lost track of some of that stuff. I didn't print everything out. I didn't know what I was signing, that you have to click an agreement. Who knows what they put in that agreement, right? Is anybody sitting there reading 45 pages of stuff, that legal documentation, right? So you don't know if you're waiving your right to courts and all that good stuff, right? They might put you into arbitration. Also, reviewing stuff online puts a little bit less pressure on them. They can say, oh, well, we got back to you online in 30 days. They don't have to go through the mail. There's extra days. On top of that, you aren't getting that certified, that piece of government postage that says they sent it and what's the day they sent it. I had somebody email in and said, hey, the postage actually said April 8th, and they were supposed to be there on April 5th. That's a violation. So there's things that help you when you go through the mail, all right? Can I send an address removal letter and send the first round at the same time? You could. Optimally, you probably want to send your address, dispute letter, removal letter, personal profile update letter 2 weeks prior so they get that stuff updated. Something removed, but they repost it. Okay, so you get something removed, they repost it. One, you want to have that deletion letter that says it's been deleted, okay? And if it's been deleted, you can use a reinsertion letter. Now, this reinsertion letter is very specific about what has to happen during this process. And if something gets reinserted and they don't give you that specific information for them to reinsert it, it can't stay on there, all right? So you want to have that printout that says deleted. Okay, deleted, 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 officially. And then it gets reposted, it's that. If you're seeing in a third party, maybe like a Credit Karma, and it says removed, that may not be strong enough for you to have because you can't print that out and send that in, right? You don't have that official thing. But Fair Credit Reporting Act, Section 611, procedure in case of disputed accuracy. Reinserted in the file, the consumer reporting agency shall notify the consumer, you, of the reinsertion in writing not later than 5 business days after the reinsertion. Okay, right there. And it goes on and on and on. It goes on as part of, in addition to the notice under this clause, a consumer reporting agency shall provide to the consumer in writing no later than 5 business days of this reinsertion. Goes on further and further and further, all sorts of stuff. No such notification was given. This is a serious violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. All these good things. That's what happens if they want to play games and try and put something back on there. You can get this 609creditrepair.com in the Beyond Committed package. We can do this work for you at the Awesome Life Group. Sorry, super chats. That's what I call them all, super chat. The chats are moving quickly here. Does the pay-per-view LexisNexis and Sage Stream require notarized signature? No, those ones don't, specifically to those smaller bureaus. To freeze, yeah, to freeze, no. Okay. Pardon me. Taking a moment to make sure I see. I printed, okay, Richard. I printed out my TransUnion from Free Report and it wasn't there. Got an email today saying it was added on. What? Okay, so you're saying that Richard Soto, that seems very familiar. Are you saying that, oh, okay, can an agency report a collection after it's been removed by, oh, okay. So Richard, okay. You had the same problem that I just talked about with Carlos. Yeah, you're gonna want to utilize this reinsertion letter if they're reporting stuff that was removed. No problem. It's the one I used over the past year to get great results. Good. Cobra Killer. That's what Cobra Killer says. Oh, the subscribe tribe help one another as well. Get the Beyond Committed package once it's everything. Great. Thank you very much. All right. First of all, this has been quick live stream. You guys have been excellent. It's flying by. Time flies when you're having fun. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who comes out on these live streams every weekend. Thank you to the staff who is here helping me with this live stream. Thank you to everybody who's watching. I appreciate you very, very much. It makes this, like I said, fun. It's flying by. I'm having a great time talking to y'all. Thank you very much for the super chats. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for having this great positive energy. Thanks for making this tribe excellent to be a part of. We're helping a lot of people. Please, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications because I want to grow more positive energy and get more amazing people here helping each other repair their credit, change their lives. It's the backbone of your financial future. It really is. I never realized that until it was almost too late. I did it right in the nick of time, right as I started to, it was getting dicey. I did get sued by a collector. I got a lawyer, and that's how I learned a lot of this stuff and saved my butt. Okay, so almost got too late. So if you're watching now, be proactive. Hit the subscribe button, the bell for notifications. Jump on thesubscribetribe.com to get these email notifications special. And I put out some other things too. Check out this video. Check out that. I'm gonna put this up. The subscribe.com. Here's my email. Okay, I'm gonna put my email here. Email me. I want you to email me. Okay. A lot of people put their email like, email me, but no, not too much. Email me. Let's get you to the other side. Okay. Let's do it. People are doing it. People are emailing me and doing it. Okay. Getting people who are having success like the Michaels and the individuals who are doing this stuff. This other Michael got a bankruptcy, was removed from Experian. But what do I do with the other bureaus? That's great. And I have something actually I want to talk to you about on this. People who are getting items removed from some bureaus, what do you do about these other fools that are playing games? So we're going to get into that right now. But you can continue to put your questions up here as well. And I will continue to get to them. And we'll continue to do this. All right. And Brian's like, make sure you like this video. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. Here we go. So one individual got a bankruptcy off. On the other two, still dealing with that. Also, this came into me. Hey, Brandon, my name is Antoinise, I think Antoinise. And I've been a long time follower of yours, reading and watching your videos to begin working on my own credit. I've sent out my first round of disputes to all 3 credit bureaus and finally got back my all 3 report. Okay. And finally got back my sorry, I was missing a period. All 3 of my reports updated. The removals are as such. TransUnion removed 2 deletions. Equifax removed 4 deletions. And Experian, well, none. And this is what we want to talk about. Experian only updated them, was closed. Here we go. It's getting there. All right. And this was the first round. I have some more accounts I want removed as well, including these negative impact closed accounts that are still there. Now, my question is, do I send out second round of dispute or do I use the validation letters? What do you think? Okay. So each scenario is different. First of all, for this, you want to do both. You want to send the validation letters. You want to send the 609 dispute letters at the same time. Okay. I'll send these at the same time. For the deletions, and this is not common. Okay. It's not common what you do. This is secret stuff. Get it tight, Jerome. This is secret stuff. Okay. What you can do is you can file a complaint. Do you offer AUs? Email me how to get 800. Email me about these AUs. Okay. Okay. You can file a complaint right away. So normally round 1, whatever, right? You could file a complaint right away. You could say, hey, look, this is being removed from these other bureaus. I need this removed from this. Okay. Same thing with the bankruptcy. Hey, I don't know how they're verifying because it came out of LexisNexis and it came off this other stuff and I don't know what they're doing. Okay. Push on them a little bit more. Push on them a little bit more because they will follow suit. That's what I noticed. They follow suit. From when I was doing, I would say, this is coming off. That's coming off. This has got to come off from the other one. They're closing it out. Okay. Yes, Miss Thomas, does your team send goodwill letters? Yes, we do. We have. All right. Pay for delete? Yeah, occasionally. Yes, we've had to. It's possible. Email me with your scenario, what you need and what's going on for you. Okay. Right. All right. Anthony, can something be reinserted that was removed from the bureaus? Don't know why it was removed, but it was 20-year-old trade line. Now I have just a 3-year age. Yes, versus 23 years. Yes, Anthony. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So this is the other way. So you got something removed accidentally. Who knows? Maybe you sent something and they got confused or whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, the bureaus get 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 disputes every day. Okay. You got to think about it. Millions of people, millions of credit files. I'm surprised they don't get more disputes every day. That's why they're trying to get it online. Okay. They're trying to online it, outsource it and online it. So yes, you can have that stuff put back on. You call up this good credit line, all this stuff, and you let them know. Or you can get your full consumer disclosure report, which will show that original trade line. Yes, that's right. Your full disclosure report. Talking about stuff beyond the credit report. Okay, this is for the tribe. This is for people who come and get these secrets. I'm gonna give you one right now. TransUnion. I'm gonna read it right from their website. These are secrets, tips, tricks, stuff you don't get everywhere else. Not everybody's gonna tell you about your full consumer disclosure report. You're thinking, well, isn't that my credit report? To some degree, it is, and it actually has some things on there that you may not be aware of. Okay. Sorry, I didn't think about disclosure report. It's going to take me just a second. I hope the typing's not too long. Okay. Now, I'm on their site, TransUnion, personal. It says credit reports and disclosures. Why would it say consumer report? Why would it say disclosures? And why would it have credit reports? Why wouldn't it be the same thing? Credit reports and disclosures, okay? So let's scroll down to see what a disclosure is. Going right from their site. No nonsense. Right here. Consumer Disclosure Center, different PO box, okay? And it tells you what it's the same thing. You're asking for the same report and all this stuff. You're mailing in looking for this. Now, the reports will have items that are reported on there that have to be on there that are supposed to be maintained, like your first date of delinquency, okay? So even if they try to re-age something, that'll be on there. All your positive histories or anything that has been quote unquote suppressed or removed, like this good trade line that was removed. So you can actually see it on the disclosure and have it put back onto your credit report. Interestingly enough, right? So take a look. I'm going to give you a link, okay? So you can see this, see these things, and work from this. Something that we have been looking at is the first date of delinquency in this quote unquote re-aging nonsense that people try and do. Talking to the team, I'm like, do you guys see this often? Like, yeah. And I've been seeing it. We've all been seeing it. They try to play games. They'll try and say, oh, well, maybe you paid a little bit, or we'll try to re-age it. The collector will report a little bit later. They try and get a little extra time on the statute of limitation to try and collect. Okay. On your consumer disclosure report, because on the credit report, it's updating. You're like, what the hell? The consumer disclosure report, they have the original first date of delinquency when something was charged off for the last time it was paid, right? That first 30-day later, whatever. So you'll be able to say, no, this is the date. You're changing it. That's a violation. I demand this be deleted. You don't want it updated. You demand that it be deleted. Okay, and I have a video coming out about that. I'm going to continue working on that with the team and all that stuff. Anthony, all right, honors. Appreciate you. Excellent. All right, so let's see what else we got. What else we got? I'm going to get a little water. That's what else we got. I apologize, man. Working. Should validation letters be notarized? They don't have to be. You don't have to notarize validation letters. You could if you want a little extra oomph on them, but I wouldn't sweat that too much, okay? The bureaus, yeah, I think that's probably the best. Nice. Maximilian Schiford. Apologies if I missed the super chat as I'm scrolling back up. Thank you for the super chat. It says you have a question below, so let me take a look. All right, Maximilian. Apologies. I gotta scroll through this sometimes. I get to talk and I get worked up. I'm looking. Max, can you put your question here again? Sorry about that. All right. Okay, right below Max, I see another person has a question, so I'll answer that. Max, if you could put your question up here again, that would be great. Let's see. Brandon, tell me what you think about this. Last month, I purchased a new bed with 102 days, zero credit. A zero credit card? Zero credit with them. Okay, within less than a month, they have deducted $131.95 from my bank account and posted on my credit. Posted on your credit positively or negatively? Alan, you'll have to be a bit more specific, but one, you gave them ACH to draft for your bed and was part of the agreement that they were going to take out the money but charge you no interest. It says zero credit, day zero credit. Was that zero payments in that time? Let me know, is it supposed to be no payments, no interest for 100 days, 102 days? What it's supposed to look like, okay? And now they're posting positive and negative. If they're posting negatively, you can dispute that. All right. Yeah, we clean up the addresses. And if you need a LexisNexis disputes and you pull your LexisNexis report and you know that you have it and you get that into us, we could dispute that for us. But you've got to make sure that you do have these negative, nasty, erroneous public records in LexisNexis, because ultimately they don't let us pull the next LexisNexis report. They're clever about that. You would actually have to do that. Okay, there we go, Max. Okay. I want to close a 2-year-old subprime credit card that's charging an unnecessary membership fee as I have excellent credit now. How do I close this account without it greatly affecting my credit? All right, this is a good question. I think I just shot a video about this. Should you close accounts? Should you not close accounts? What should you do? Ultimately, obviously, it's best to leave everything open. But if they're charging you fees, it's subprime, it's not that great, it's not that wonderful. Just make sure that you've got other good credit cards to balance that off. And make sure that's not, going to be a big old thing. Your average age is just something that's got to be. Okay, it's going to be what it's going to be. You could get an authorized user trade line, but that's going to come off 2-3 months. Okay. Oh, that's great. Yeah, and average age. Oh, okay. Yeah, average age. Duh. Hello. It's gonna still be on your account for your average age. Okay. So for my student loans, sit there all these years. It helps my average age, but it's closed. Okay. I'm thinking more it's going to affect your credit utilization. It's going to affect your ability to have, I don't know how many you have, but using 3 cards consistently, having potentially 12 open cards, because eventually at some point when you want to be one of the highest FICOs, right, up in the 800s, which we've talked about before, you're moving up towards those 12 lines of credit, okay, those 12 trade lines. You are using 3 of your cards, okay? So it's going to affect your credit to some degree, but your average age should be all right, okay? Long term, it's negligible. I have actually closed cards and accounts. Now looking back on it, I'm thinking, I wish I hadn't, I guess, but it's not a big deal. It was kind of a moot point. It's irrelevant. It's still great. It's still, dealing with 800 credit scores, even after closing a few accounts that were charging me fees. It is what it is. It's fine. It's okay. It's not going to give you bad credit, right? Now, if you are working with getting and working and still building your credit, hey, you want to make sure you have the right cards to offset that stuff, okay? B, you missed my testimonial. Kennard Williams. All right. Apologize. And I apologize if I missed anything here. I'm going to give you my email. And I'll read your testimonial right now. I don't know if you can copy and paste and put it there again, or if I should look back and go and look into it. Letitia, what is on your LexisNexis? Email me. teambeweave@gmail.com. We usually are looking at stuff that is affecting your credit reports, Letitia. So if you've got stuff that's wrong, driver licenses or aviation certifications or security clearance things, that might be slightly outside the preview of credit repair, but let me know what's going on with it. What do you have going on with your stuff? Email me. Let me know how we can effectively help you and see what's what. I mean, maybe you can send over a copy of your LexisNexis report, okay? Let's see, sorry. Kennard. I did miss your... I'm looking for that testimonial. Sorry, I missed that. I've got the live stream up, but... All right. It's right at 10:44. Oh, wow. That's way back there. I'll do my best. I'm sorry. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Apologize. I had the stuff up there. Okay. Excellent. If an account is marked as paid, that is good, correct? Also, okay, so if it's paid and all on time and all good, then yeah, it's all good. Then we're all good. If it's marked as paid but it's a collection, it's still probably going to hinder your score. I mean, a paid collection is not going to be that much better, except maybe when trying to get a mortgage, they're going to say, okay, all your stuff's paid. Or paid charge-off, it's still a charge-off, right? But if it's on time, all time paid, then that's good. What is your specific scenario, okay? Okay, so here's the thing. So one report says it's paid and the other says it's potential negative. How do I address it? So they're probably both negative, okay? Natisha, you want to get rid of everything that's negative. Correct. Yes, you want to get rid of everything that's negative. Yes. Okay. So if that's negative, you potentially want to dispute all the negative stuff. You potentially want to dispute any paid collections or paid charge-offs that are positive. It's good. It may not be positive. Okay. All right. Hey, Brandon, let's see. Yeah, okay. Hey, Brandon, if a collector removes from one report, why don't they just remove themselves from the other? Also, they put me in collections. I don't. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Are they removing it or the bureau's not able to verify it and they're deleting it? Yeah. So each individual bureau is independent. If they're removing it on their end, the collectors, they usually will remove it from all three. Okay. And they just put you in collections, but you could dispute that. What collection is it? Okay. No, a collection agency cannot add $1 each month to keep the account reporting negatively or re-aging it. That would be a violation if you are not actually paying. If you're not paying, that would not be okay for them to do that, okay? And that's why we talked about this re-aging stuff, and that you can find your original date of first delinquency in your, that's right, full consumer disclosure report, and you can match it up with your credit reports, and you can prove that this is erroneous, nasty, negative stuff. It needs to be deleted immediately. If this video helped you out, you're watching on the replay. If you're watching it now on the live stream, please give a thumbs up, okay? I got to get back to kicking these bureaus, lighting fires, and kicking tires. We got to get this going, okay? So, 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you here at the Awesome Life Group. All right. Hit the subscribe button, the bell for notification. Join the subscribetribe.com. Shoot me an email if you need any further support or assistance, or if I missed anything on this live stream. I'm going to get going now. All right. I'm going to get going now. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Much love, much success here. Right. We're doing great. Absolutely great. Fantastic. Y'all are doing excellent. You are getting to the other side. You are. Absolutely. I appreciate you so very much. All right. And again, please email me if you have any questions. Until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.